Hello, my name is Brian Seaman. I'm the shop foreman of Phillips Chevrolet. I'm here today to talk to you about air filter maintenance. I'm sure a lot of you out there have looked underneath the hoods of your vehicles and saying, oh my God, where's the engine at? There's a bunch of plastic covers and it's hard to find anything, let alone where the air filter is sitting in the vehicle. This is an air filter housing out of a 2010 Traverse, and as you can see, it's quite an elaborate assembly. Now, trying to get to this air filter in the vehicle is almost impossible. If you were to try to take these screws out while this thing's in the car, you can't even get to the rear of these screws. What you got to do to separate these two halves of this housing is you got to pull this assembly out, take these screws out, and there's 5 screws here, and pull this top cover off, and underneath here lies the air filter element. The whole problem out there we've been seeing is sometimes out in the field, whether it be an outside agency or a customer or something like that, they've tried to change these things while they're in the car. Well, the problem starts is that when you try to get these two halves together, if it's not perfectly tight around the seal of this air filter housing, what you're going to have is you're going to have unfiltered air getting into the engine. If you don't have these two halves completely seated here like that and completely tightened down, what happens is instead of the air coming in through the intake port here, running through the filter into the engine, you actually get air that comes in through this top case and doesn't get filtered through the air filter itself. Now what this causes engine wear. We've pulled engines apart with air cleaners that have not been put correctly back together, and we've noticed on bearings quite a bit of wear. It almost looks like sand or something went through the engine and caused abnormal wear on the bearings. So it's very important that if you're going to service your air filter, that it's correctly done. I'll tell you what, even with this air filter box out of the car, trying to get this thing seated correctly, still a job. So if you ever want to have your air filter assembly serviced, please come in and see us at Phillips Chevrolet and get the job done right the first time. Thank you.